That's the bomb.
All right, dorks, what are we blowing up? What? The Vatican? Wow, you guys are going to hell.
You want to talk about fast? I'll be fast with my quick review of Fast X. What are we waiting for? Let's go. So what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host as always, JeffMan316. This is my quickie review of Fast X. It's not like I got to get into this big, philosophical discussion about the plot. You know what it is. It's the same shit every time. Rinse, cycle, repeat, right? Oh, an event happens. Oh, we get the family together. Oh, let's talk about family, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about honor, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and then somebody, usually they're doing something where they're going after somebody, and some of the family members get in jeopardy or danger. Oh, and Dom's got to come and save the day. At least they did change it up a little bit this time. They were settled. Dom himself was not planning on going on any missions, and somebody comes after them. And you obviously know from the trailers, it's Jason Momoa's character. More about him later. So yeah, he comes after them, and then I'll just let you know, obviously this is the first movie in what we thought was going to be a two-part. It's actually, they're talking about making it a trilogy. Really? I thought just when we thought we were out, they're pulling us back in. I know a lot of people are basically tired of these movies, but I will say, I'm not saying it was on fire, and I'm not saying I give it an enthusiastic thumbs up, but it was better than the last couple. At least they were, quote unquote, a little more grounded. They didn't go into fucking outer space. They some of the stunts were a little obviously outlandish. They always are. They try to outdo themselves. But dude, one of my problems I've got with this thing is Jason Momoa is obviously, he was coming after Dom and his family because he killed his father. That happened in one of the previous movies. Was it Fast 5? The one where they stole the vault. I'm not going back and looking. It's 10 of these movies already. So whatever happened in that movie, I like how the movie started. They integrated footage, of Dom and Brian. Paul Walker, obviously you see him back. Jason Momoa's character was involved in that. Back then, they showed some footage, obviously, that we didn't see back then. I thought the way they integrated the character in, he looked a little cheesy when they de-aged him, but either way. I like that. I like that this time there's a more personal angle. It's not just because of some big mission that they were on. So that's a cool hook. But like I said, man, this thing was supposed to be 2 parts, and now it's 3. I think it's going to be a little watered down. I think enough happened at the end of this one where you had some pretty decent, what you would call cliffhangers. But this cast is getting to be too outrageous as far as everybody fucking dies or almost dies in another movie, or they're the enemy and we hate you, and then all of a sudden your enemy of my enemy is now my friend happens in every movie, and now they're all one big giant happy family. You got Jason Statham is now in the group. Han is back, obviously.
Let's dig some graves.
I'm not going to spoil too much. If you saw my other video, The Rock comes back in the after credit scene. This thing needs to end because the cast is getting too big. And that's one of my major issues I have with this movie is if Jason Momoa, if his character was so sadistic and evil and he was coming after Dom and his family, nothing happens in this movie where he actually causes the death of anybody that's close to Dom. There's ancillary characters. There's more fucking plot armor around these main characters in this movie, just like the Avengers movies and stuff. More plot armor around it than there must be around these cars to go through these outlandish stunts. And speaking of that, they even make fun of themselves in this movie where Jason Momoa's character actually is talking to somebody and actually reacts to, how can they keep doing this crazy stuff with the stunts. Then one of the agency that's coming after them, they even do a quick synopsis of the whole franchise, and they make fun of the fact that none of this stuff that could really happen in this outlandish. But either way, I do like that they grounded it a little bit. Like I said, it made it personal. That to me made it a little better than the last couple. But what they need to do with this, if they do make this a trilogy, is they need to bring it on down again. It needs to be grounded about where the first two were. They need to make it more family, more close knit, less of these outlandish plots. They need to, like I said, keep it pretty tight knit. But I think they may be too far, too fast. They've gone too fast, the pun intended, for that to even happen anymore. That should have happened in this new trilogy. They should have kept it closer to home, I guess is a good way to put it. And I think it would have been a lot better. But like I said, I think you'll enjoy it if you like the other ones. And if you didn't like those, you're not going to like this one. There's nothing different in this. I will say I don't like what they did with John Cena's character. Yeah, he was basically a badass in the last one, and he became the comedy relief in this one. Like, I don't like what they did with his character, but I did think that the scenes between him and Don's son were some of the best in the movie.
Cannon cars.
Now, I'll go ahead and end this by talking about Jason Momoa's character. I liked it, but it was too far over the top. In one scene, he's more like the Joker, where he's more cracking jokes, but he's also real sadistic, mean, and he's a bad mother. And then the next scene, he's like outlandish, over the top, flamboyant, like the Riddler.
Tommy, I knew you would come for me. So how about we all just start shooting each other? Time to end this.
With that being said, the last thing I will say is you won't kill off any main characters, and you won't even address the fact that Paul Walker is dead. Now, rest in peace to Paul Walker, but come on now. If things were going on like this, and they were as close-knit as they were, there is no way, and well, I would say The Rock means no way, that Paul Walker's character Brian would not be showing up to save the day here, or at least to help. It's very unrealistic. They should have addressed his death and had him die in the movie, or something to where he was injured, or actually do something with a deep fake where you bring him back. One way or another, should I get off the pot with this Brian character? It's driving me crazy. So, have you seen Fast X? Did you like it? I'm not giving it too enthusiastic thumbs up. I want to base it, if it was on a scale of 1 to 10, it'd probably like a 6.5. It's kind of meh, right in the middle. It's worth watching if you got nothing else to do. I was reading an article back in the day, and they said, hey, this is a movie that you could fold laundry by. That's what this one is. A movie that you could sit back and enjoy, but it is not going to be one of the best in the franchise, and it's not doing anything different that you haven't already seen. So if you didn't like the last few, you're not going to like this one. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal YouTube stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed my... So like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal YouTube stuff. I just wanted to give my thoughts on it. And so let me know if you like me doing movie reviews, and I'll do more of them on the channel. So until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316, and I'm your pop culture reporter, and I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.